Honorable Speaker, it is my privilege to introduce the second budget of President Zuma's administration. Mr. President, you outlined our program of action in the State of the Nation address 2 weeks ago. Your vision for the future is abundantly clear, and I quote, "We want to have a country where millions more South Africans have decent employment opportunities, which has a modern infrastructure and a vibrant economy, and where the quality of life is high," end quote. This budget, Mr. President, reflects the collective determination of the government to address with passion and energy the challenges of creating jobs, reducing poverty, building infrastructure, and expanding our economy. The budget sets out a financial framework for implementing this vision, a framework that is sound and sustainable. It recognizes that building South Africa is a multi-decade project that must invigorate our capacity to grow and must include all South Africans in that growth. This budget sets us on a path, honorable members, which will be neither easy nor uncontested. Hard work and difficult choices lie ahead of all of us. But the journey is certainly underway. We have embarked on the long walk to economic freedom. All South Africans aspire to these freedoms. The freedom from poverty, freedom from need, freedom to exercise our talents and thrive as individuals, and freedom to work together as communities, as organized social formations, as business enterprises, but above all, as a proud and forward-looking nation. So what does this budget offer? Mr. Speaker, the 2011 budget ensures, firstly, that government can intensify activities that make a difference to the lives and prospects of all South Africans. Secondly, that priority programs required for implementing the new growth path are funded. And thirdly, that macroeconomic stability is maintained with the necessary adjustments to support enterprise and job creation. In tabling another weighty load of documentation today, our aim is to display transparently how South Africans benefit from government's programs and policies and how their tax contributions are spent. On that note, honorable members, we can be proud of the announcement that South Africa was once again recently rated as the most transparent of 94 countries when it comes to the availability of budget information. This budget provides for all sectors of South African society. For the poor, the budget continues to expand spending on housing, on rural development, better community services, and social assistance grants for the elderly, the disabled, and children. For workers, the budget emphasizes job creation and expenditure on the social wage, including access to health services, education, social security, transport, and municipal infrastructure. For the business sector, the budget expands investment in modernizing our infrastructure and transport logistics, accelerating further education and skills development, and supporting research, technology, and industrial development. For the small business sector, there are targeted financial and enterprise development programs and tax relief measures. And of course, we certainly need to do more for small business. For the youth of our country, there is expanded access and financial assistance for further education, and a range of initiatives aimed at expanding job opportunities. All of this and more we must do within a sound fiscal framework. We must also recognize that we are taking steps this year and next on a long-term growth path, a decades-long transformation, and expansion of our social and economic possibilities. In reflecting on commitments made in last year's budget, we can point to progress on several fronts. Savings have again been identified in low-priority categories of spending, releasing over 30 billion rands to frontline service delivery allocations. Support for the Industrial Policy Action Plan is further enhanced. Tax and spending measures are proposed to improve investment and trade performance, enhance science and technology, accelerate job creation, boost small business enterprise, strengthen rural development, and provide emerging farmers with support. Education and skills development are bolstered over the period ahead through expanding further education colleges, student financial assistance, and a new school building program. Spending on economic and social infrastructure of over 800 billion rands is projected over the next 3 years. A new community-based family health care program is to be introduced as part of the National Health Insurance, while work is proceeding on the design and consolidation of our social security arrangements. At Parliament's request, we are tabling guidelines on long-term fiscal sustainability and debt management.